So I think what I would like to start off with is I always expect from you, Lucas, that you're always recording. It's kind of like going into a public place. I don't know, just um even when I send you stuff, I just think this might it is on the record. When I text you, it's on the record
I
all
mean,
the
you're
time.
not wrong with that Bob conversation. That night we spent with Bob, like it's literally already all recorded on the record. That was a good night. But oh gosh, is that bad if I'm not asking for consent, or am I just walking, talking like you better consent with me,
Um,
or is it okay?
because I'm also aren't you taking a nap?
Okay, now we're talking.
You're, you're taking a nap.
Hey, what's up, big guy? You remember me? What's my name? Yeah, Uncle Lucas. What's up, Ivan?
Go tell Uncle Lucas that you're gonna go take a nap.
You better go take a nap, buddy. Or if you want, I mean, it's up to you. But naps, come on. This could be you.
What? This leads me into
Babe,
one of my topics.
babe, you want to see Ivan? What's your topic? What's your topic?
Soccer. Are you gonna play soccer tonight? Yeah. It's his very first day of soccer. Are you gonna play soccer? Okay, then you better
Nice.
get some sleep.
Nice.
Good
Wait, they're,
night.
they're playing at night? Nice. Tell me more. Or
They're
what's the
playing at
topic?
5.
Okay. Okay. I'm always
Okay.
recording.
Always recording. I'm always a mom. I thought he was asleep. So I thought 1 o'clock, perfect time.
Okay.
Ivan's asleep, he'll be like 20, 30 minutes into it, and then mom mode now. So we'll have to multitask that, but I think we got
True.
this.
True. Mom
He's
mode.
doing, I have ended up in your books before we get onto soccer. I've ended up in your book a couple times, unplanned.
Yes. Yes. Oh, is that the topic? Do I have to explain myself?
Yeah.
Actually, I was rereading. I don't reread my books a lot, but sometimes I'll go back through. And I got to in the last one, the Who Threw Mama, and got to your page, and I was like, I was really happy to see that you were like the only one I recorded a dream from. You told me a dream you had in Grandma's house, where like Papa came in, we got to go, and you took Ivan and you ran out the window. I don't know if you remember. It was like zombies. But the one book I'm doing, well, I'm working on a couple, but one of the main ones is I'm literally recording my dreams. So I think it's pretty awesome that I don't know. I felt urgently that I wanted to put your dream in my book, and now like that connection from that book is in this next one where I'm really recording my dreams, and it is like I'm trying to just tell the dream just how you told me because you sent me a text or email like last year or something or year and a half ago. But yeah,
How old am I in your dreams? Want to draw?
I don't think you're ever like young in the dreams.
Am I my current though, or am I
Yeah,
stuck? Okay,
that's actually a good
interesting.
question. I usually just dream about people how they are now. Oh, even then when I dream about old friends, but still, oh yeah, I don't really dream of them as older. You're like, well, but you always look the same to me. Like, for me, not look the same, but you're always 2 years younger, so you're always the same. I don't know how to explain it.
I kind of get that. Yeah, I, my sister, our sister, Sissy,
Uh huh.
she like, she changes in my dreams, but I dream about her being a little kid a lot.
I
Yeah, I
don't. I
do.
don't. Wait. Okay. Tell me more. Like, what is she doing in the dream?
Sometimes the worst things ever, but like not like on her. Like it'll be zombie apocalypse and she'll just be like strolling, like playing with a toy, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I have to save my sister. Like, so I'm just like,
Wait. So she's not being annoying to you. She's being
no,
okay.
no. Honestly, never my dreams is I don't think probably a time or two, but no, she's just like living her in her life, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, like you got to get out of here, or trying to like whatever, and it's just like, oh, we got like a little kid here type of thing. But yeah, it's not like she's bugging me. And I'm my same age, but she's just still like my baby sister.
Okay,
So
that does say some things. I think I don't know if we get into dream interpretation, but Bob, I had another annoying dream about Bob last night. Oh my! And I just remembered it when I asked it. Well, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that though because we were talking about Bob a lot. Enough.
okay, I was gonna say you're on a Bob kick, but I think it was Dad who was throwing out Bob too.
What he did to me, yeah. Oh yeah, I asked him. He said he dreams about Bob being annoying sometimes. I really, I don't know. Anna made a good point. She was like, because I asked her, what is the interpretation of Bob being annoying in my dreams? And she's like, well, what parts of him do you see in you? And like, what's your relationship there? And I was like, man, I did leave him at the house. I don't know. So it's a combination of like those things. But I don't know. That's hard enough to unpack.
I've thought about it. You can see Uncle Lucas.
Hey,
Bob is my favorite uncle.
seriously, I spent more time with him than Dad. What's up, Ivan? Who's your favorite uncle right now? It's okay. Oh,
He says he is.
okay. You're your own favorite uncle. Honestly,
Who's your
that's
favorite person?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Uncle Lucas?
yes. Uncle Lewis strikes again. I was Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, no, Mom is the best.
No best.
Oh,
Where is best?
Lucas is the best? No.
There's no best.
Is Lucas awesome?
Hey,
High five. Okay, go lay down. You going to sleep?
what's that?
No.
Wait, you
Probably
wanna
not
see?
until I read to you. Probably not until I read to him.
Oh.
It was wishful thinking.
I don't want to sleep.
Okay, go run around then, okay? So, Uncle Bob, yeah,
Yeah.
favorite uncle by far. We could do a deep
I-
dive into him.
I literally spent more time with him in my life than Dad. So shouts out Daddy a little bit. But
Yes.
yeah, favorite uncle. Yeah.
Love you, Uncle B. B Dog's the best. Ivan calls him Bobby.
Okay. Okay, what's on the list? Let's hear it.
Okay. My first topic is fast food.
Okay. Want my first response?
Yeah.
I had Chick-fil-A 4 times last week because I subbed at my old school and it was right there. It was so easy after work to just. I'll take a number 2, please. Yeah. I've told you the Chick-fil-A stuff, right?
You did tell me the Chick-fil-A stuff, but I didn't know you would relapse like that. I said go to Chick-fil-A once.
I did every day.
I said go
I
once.
know, but it's so good. And I watch The Office. I drive home and I put The Office on in German and I drive with my knees. It's bad. It's bad, bro.
Just to eat your Chick-fil-A?
And I always finish the fries at a certain stretch of the freeway, and I always finish the sandwich like right when I get off my exit.
That's satisfying. I also think you need to switch things up a little.
Well, I did. Instead of getting a fruit punch, I got a Coke Zero now.
Oh,
That's pretty good, right? I'm
and
bargaining.
that's
This is
getting
bargaining.
older.
And getting older.
um,
Yeah, we call the Diet Coke cigarettes now, or Coke Zeros, the fridge cigarettes. You've heard this?
I haven't heard of that.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. Anna taught me that one. So I'm like, hey,
Okay.
you want a cigarette now? So we'll just go. Yeah.
I like that though. Those people, I love those people that are like, they drink a ton of diet soda, and they don't drink any water at all. And they're like, but it's diet soda, it's good for you. And I just love having fights with those people. Like, I don't know why, like, because they're die hard gonna be on diet soda's good for you. Like, I'm alive. I've made it this far without drinking any water, which I see their
Well,
side.
you know what the evidence is against that? We've seen the evidence whenever we went to the bathroom after Grandma went back in the day. Remember how dark the pee was? I don't know if you remember, but the pee be dark.
I did block out the color of Grandma's urine out of my memory, but if I had to take a guess,
It was pretty. I mean, when I don't drink enough water, it's the same. Yeah, even with my Diet Cokes.
Me- Even without drinking diet soda, I still need to drink more water, you know. But I love that good argument of someone that's so passionate about something too, because part of me likes that they won't fold, you know, that
I
they're
hate it.
diehard.
I hate it. You like it? You're like, okay, I hate it. But
There's nothing as friendly as diet soda, and if they can laugh about it, that
if it's someone I'm in a good mood with and they can stick on the argument, I'm like, okay. But if it's someone I don't like, I'm like, okay, bro. I do not like your stubbornness right now.
yeah, I could say that with a lot of people, but yeah, with a lot of situations.
The sub
So
felt so bad. So go ahead, go ahead.
I had I was training someone at work the other day, and she had come over from South Africa.
Uh huh.
And I had asked her, I was like, "Oh, what do you think of like the food here?" And one of
Okay.
her first things that she said, she was like, "You know, the fast food I was so excited to try, but it's so expensive for what? Like you don't get a quality meal. It's really like not that amazing. It's good. It is." She said it is good, but the hype she thought it was going to be more with the hype surrounded by it. And
True.
she's like,
Okay.
"It's so pricey." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Oh god. Yeah, like I was. There's a lot I could say, but okay. How much is too much for a meal then? At fat or I know it is more pricey for sure.
What I could get away. I'll be satisfied if I pay $12 for my whole
Yeah.
meal and a drink.
That yeah. At Chick-fil-A I paid 12, 11 something.
Okay. Okay.
So I
But
felt
if
I was like okay, but still, we'll take dinner for example, because like okay, we can go to Cane's for like now it's like 30, or In and Out's like 24 for me and Anna. I'm like okay, damn. But that's probably a bad example. 24 to 34, I don't know. But like if we buy the ingredients, we can get like $20 or less, and we can have leftovers and stuff. So it's clearly that's better, clearly. But the
yes.
time spent too, but
So we did touch on food in our first podcast, and I had a whole Chili's rant.
oh, because you were eating this thing, you were eating this big old steak thing with fries, and I was like, you didn't even finish it either. But I should just upload that whole mess. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
I complained the whole time. So I think I'm kind of going backwards, and that's just how I am. But what do you want out of the podcast?
Oh, I talk about anything. And yeah, just go through anything. Death, Adam Sandler, see your face. It's like, we're making great time. 12 minutes only, and we spent great conversation so far. But what I want out with podcast, yeah, just be ourselves and see where it takes us. Fast food, dude. I was at school, and the student, former student, great student, and but he talks a lot. And like he was a student aide, and naturally he wants to talk, and we caught up. I gave him like 10 minutes of my attention, like boo boo. But then like he would start talking about fast food, and I'm just like, it is way past like I'm reading my book, and like he's still talking, but then he would keep saying right, and I was just like, I don't know why I couldn't get it in me and be like, all right, let's work on our own things, but I don't know. But he was so against fast food, so I don't know. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. It is a tangent.
Bob did that to Bob did that to Jason.
What did he do?
Jason was reading a book. Bob just sits down next to him. I just hear them like he just starts talking. Jason, good sport. And I was laughing, and I feel like readers like Jason, though, it's crazy. I don't know what goes on in your guys' head. If you're the same way, so much could be going around Jason, and he could just tune it out and read. And whenever I'm reading, though, if someone did that to me, I would snap. I can't read with your mouth, blah, blah, blah. Every second
If you are talking to me, it is. I can't admit that I'm reading well. I will suffer. I'm like, what? Well, literally, I will suffer. I'm like, but if I am in a room, but then again, as you know me, if all our family is in one room and I try to read, like I have to get involved in something. I have to react to something. Yeah.
I've never seen you, I guess, now that we're talking about it, I've never seen you in a room with family members and you just reading straight up.
I would feel bad because it's yeah. I want to see you guys maximize time but probably I don't know if it was longer than a week or longer than 3-4 days. I'd probably do it.
Okay.
And then I'd probably get distracted. Bob would come sit next to me and want to watch a video.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to read.
But no, so Jason can read in public, like, or
yeah, he could. He reads in
out?
chaos all the time. Like he's like a pro at reading with stuff going around him. I don't know how he continues on.
Okay, and even like when people talk to him, he'll be like, "What will he do?" I know it changes.
Every single night I talk to him. Every single night he's reading his book like this, and I'm just like blah 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 blah.
Good point. That's me and Anna. Yeah, I'll sit and read, or she'll watch one of her shows and I'll read. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
No, me and him were catching up. Yeah, it was good to see him.
I know. We all had such a good time. Like. That was a really good trip. I love what we did. Like, I love the lions. Like,
still gotta see the lions.
Yeah, the hiking was beautiful. Like, it was breathtaking.
That was a highlight for sure.
We went hiking this last weekend too, just to kind of keep it up, like momentum and.
We should, yeah, like here, yeah, or like weekly. I mean, obviously, you just went last week.
I think my goal is whenever I have a weekend that doesn't have a plan in it. My plan is to hike. Okay. So whenever I have a free weekend, I think we should just go out there and then pick a trail and
for like what 2 hours, 1 hour.
Oh yeah, I don't want it. Like people talk about anything over 3 hours is just.
That sounds pretty scary.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, and I'm not spending the night outside either.
You wouldn't camp? I only camped when I had friends that would like do most of the heavy lifting. I mean, I'll help, but yeah.
I want to glamp. I don't want to camp, and I don't want to feel ashamed about it either.
Like that, I brought it up like 2 times when talking to Dad and Anna about if we ever go to like a resort, we would like to stay inside. They would like to go travel, do the day trip. Jason too.
Yeah.
I like glamping.
I also
good for your hair. Camping. I don't know about glamping. My hair, anyway.
Okay, I'm like.
Okay, I have topics here, but you go because you have the rogue topics.
Last thing, no, you'll be next for topic. Last thing about camping, though, we should plan. I'm down. No one wants to glamp with me. No one wants to glamp with me at all. I would be so down. 1 year, like next year or something, if you want to like pick a month to camp in. Booking like a log cabin, like I want to glamp,
like that Collins Lake cabin.
Yes.
True.
Like
honestly, that is a good balance between glamping and camping because literally you have the cabin right there. Okay, I'm actually down for that.
Okay,
and we could like just split it or however. Dang, that's a really good idea actually. So
we need to start family vacations.
I know. Dad's already gonna get jelly, or maybe he may even want to part. I don't even know. But when he hears, he's something's gonna go in his mind like what? Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. He has a boat. True. He's got a boat.
True.
So we got to figure something out, and then how to split it, and then I think that'll be fun.
That does sound fun.
Okay.
I know Ivan's gonna love it. What's that? What you got there, buddy?
What?
Boat?
A boat.
What sound does a boat make? Wait, what do I have? Oh, I got something here that Ivan wants to see. Hold up, Ivan. What's this?
We can't do it.
It's okay if you can't do it.
What's that?
What is he have?
Yep.
I remember that.
You remember that line? Yeah, I asked Grandma if I could have it. I really like it.
Smart.
What?
What's that?
Oh.
The bed.
Yep. That's Uncle Lucas as a bird.
So we got back the same way we got back from the airport and drove all the way back home. Uh-huh. He asked if you had a number because he wanted to call you.
You can call me anytime, buddy.
I was like, we got to give him at least a day, though. I was like,
Day, like this, as soon as you guys got back, dang.
yes, like this. We got back, and you had seen us that morning and dropped us off at the airport.
The dentist. I have a lot to say about the dentist, man.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, wait, should I pick a topic?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's get this one out. Because we've mentioned it a couple times. Dad on Pop the Balloon. We gotta set the record straight here. Like, what it would look like. Because I, for one, am not for it. Because it would be entertaining, but I would feel bad. What if they all pop? What if he looks nervous? I would just feel. I don't know. Well,
Why do you think it would go bad in that way? What if it went the opposite?
true. I feel like he would come out with confidence. He would dress up. Oh yeah. Every time he dresses up, he's like, you know, I can dress up. He'd probably get a few props because he's bald, but not all. And then I don't know, like when he pops, like what would be his reaction? Would he be like he would like laugh at, oh, I don't know, maybe we would start talking fast. I don't know why I'm speculating this much about Dad being on Pop.
I think you're not running it in his favor at all. I mean, okay, he cannot mention the amount of kids he has right away.
Okay, that's another thing. Okay, yeah, he's probably. So you
He
think he
cannot-
should say that for the end? He has to, or else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think he'd be the one coming on. Some girls may pop on him, but I think he's gonna be popping on some girls. Think he could say funny stuff, and you know what? If everyone did pop on him, let's say your worst case scenario, he walks out and everyone starts popping. I think he'd turn around and he'd make it funny.
Okay, he would. He'd like do a shrug and a laugh. Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd be able to throw it back at them and he'd be like, you in the purple dress, blah blah blah.
Whatever. Okay, this is not against Dad specifically, but like the train wrecks on that show. Have you seen like some of the train wrecks where like guys come out and they're just like they're either like drunk or they like are high or they've done something. I'm just like, oh my god, bro. Like that. Maybe that's where I'm like, okay, Dad, don't do. But okay, that's me thinking worst case scenario.
But we like worst case scenario.
It's kind of entertaining. Yes. Okay, in that sense, I could be like, hey, that was my dad on Pop the Balloon. I could review my dad being on Pop the Balloon.
And you know he's not going to be... It would be a different story. If I went on and everyone popped me, I would be sad.
That would be sad if that happened to you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'd be sad, you know?
What would you do? What would be your reaction if everyone popped?
I couldn't really see myself. I've never thought about myself being on Pop the Balloon. So
I kind of want to be on it just for fun. I would.
Yeah. If there was like a Friends version or whatever, maybe I could.
Pop the balloon for Ben to be my friend.
But yeah, I don't think I would want anyone on. Oh yeah, that's just not my thing at all. Okay. But again, yeah, I feel sad for me, but for Dad, no, I don't. I think if anyone, I think we'd be happy for him either way.
So do you think I have thought about signing myself up as a joke for fame, saying I'm single, so we should do the same for Dad, maybe? Run it by him?
Okay, the difference is you are married and Dad is not.
So he could go on it.
Yes.
But I don't want to mess with his relationship. He really has to go into it. Oh God, that's I don't know.
She'd have to be in on it. She'd have to be in on it.
Yeah.
I feel like we could get her down on it. In on it. Is Anna in on it?
I think she would be. Yeah. But they check your Instagram too, because I looked at the form and it's like you have to submit your Instagram and a photo of you, so it might be suspicious. BM might be like, hey buddy, you better not mess with me. Have you seen the one where BM like intervenes and because the guy's being like taking up too much time, he's like, you stop it now, buddy. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Okay.
All right, your topic.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go with. Yeah.
I like this idea of like looking at him and just picking him off.
Okay, I'll go with dentist because we gotta touch on dentists.
Okay, we did kind of talk about it, about your Russian dentist mishap. Yeah.
So, which will be the end of my story. I'm not gonna tell that whole story. I am so proud. My little 2-year-old son walked up into the dentist, sat down onto the dentist chair. He went, they were like, whoa, 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 buddy, we got to put on our gloves. Slow
Wow.
down. Like, and then he was just ready. They had, like, they checked it. He kept his mouth open. He was still. He hung out while he was waiting for that. That was just the hygienist. He was waiting for the actual dentist. He did it all again with another person. They were like, "You're good to go," and I was
Nice.
so proud. Like,
That's a son who hasn't seen propaganda at all. Like, is ready to go. And he takes care of his teeth. Nice.
so then, before I went to the dentist, I stopped by my work, and I said, "There's a new girl from South Africa." Sorry, I keep talking
I
about
mean,
her,
the
but
last book I read from another country was from South Africa. I'm ready.
yeah, so I'm very interested in like people with like different like backgrounds and everything. And so I told her, I was like, oh yeah, like we're going to the dentist. Well, Ivan was talking about dentist, and she was just like, oh, huh, like she's like, you'll probably think I'm like a bad mom because I haven't taken my kid to the dentist yet, and he's like 7,
I
which
mean, is he brushing his teeth?
yeah, he's brushing
Uh,
his teeth. He's fine. She's checked, and there's no pain. She said, and honestly, I don't know if that's like a cultural thing in different countries. I don't know what age that you go to the dentist first. I personally have dental insurance for Ivan, so I'm gonna go. Do I think it's pointless? Kinda. And so not pointless. I think I'd be okay without, but I'm glad we're going. But so, anyways, I told her I was like, well, I think it's most important to just like establish a relationship with your dentist as a kid. Because that's why I go at the end of the day with Ivan to get established so we could build a relationship.
okay.
And then I look at her and I say, but my mom didn't take me to the dentist when I'm 2. I guarantee it. And I turned out okay. And then I look at my boss and
Uh-oh.
my boss knows my dentist story.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying, and I turned out okay. And then I look at her and I was just like, oh, well, actually,
Oh, because of your like interaction with the dentist and because of the mishaps you had with
yeah. And it got me thinking, and I'm like, actually, no, I'm not okay.
uh, and the boss agreed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm
And
trying
I
to sum up the dentist story in one sentence. Running through the hallways yelling for Jason. No, no, you didn't.
literally. So, yeah, I hate when you're trying to, like relate to someone and you end up putting your foot in your mouth and you're like, never mind. It's going to be okay.
Well, but then you actually. Oh no, you didn't confirm her story. No, you ended up saying that she probably needs to go to the dentist.
Yeah. So I was trying to be like
Oh,
nice and relatable and
but
say,
your
no.
teeth are so good though. So I mean that could be proof. But I want to say now, uh, any chance I get to remind people the story of the yellow teeth, the dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun,
you
dun
don't need to
yellow
replay
teeth.
it. I know.
I literally tell that probably like once a year.
How do you tell the story, Lucas?
I tell the story that I used to make fun of your teeth, saying dun 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 dun, dun yellow teeth, based off of a little cartoon short called like Little Freaks. I would just mimic the song. I don't. Your teeth weren't even that yellow. I don't know, but today I have yellower teeth than you, which is the irony of the story.
He says your teeth weren't even that yellow.
I don't even remember. I don't remember what it was.
But this proves that bullying is good because I I did in fact I do take pride in my teeth now just to make sure you could never make fun of me again.
Wow, I don't know what to say to that. Maybe
And
so. I don't know. I can't condone my behavior.
I actually can and I accept and I'm glad that you did that because even to this day I don't go and whiten my teeth, but I do want to start like whitening them. But I do take pride in my like shiny smile.
Okay, how about this? I don't even. No, I don't. I do feel self conscious about my teeth, but my gums more like, hey, what's up, y'all? I can't even. Oh, I can't. Like, I don't like my gums as much as I would. Like, if I smile like this, I don't mind, but if I go like, I don't like it. Just being full transparency.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine. Um, yeah. Have you noticed people will be like, well, you know this thing, like when people talk, like they definitely do that, like, oh my god.
I do that too sometimes,
You
yeah.
do, it's like, but maybe I should do that more often. Shoot. Okay,
No.
okay. We could talk about Meredith Grey. I kind of want to talk about her, even though I don't know a lot about her. But every time I see her, I get mad. But we don't have to. We can go off your rogue list if you have another better one.
I am the biggest fan of Grey's Anatomy.
Y-
I stand behind Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. Meredith, it's time to retire.
Okay. Good.
And if I met her in person, Ellen, I would think it was really cool. I couldn't tell her to her face. Never mind. I wouldn't tell her to her face. I
You
would
need to
just,
stop. Yeah,
I just
but
what an icon. She did great.
I just, from someone who isn't a fan, can't say anything negative or positive. I will just say that when I see her in like any season of late, I just feel like, damn, like the writing's not good for her. Like she's doing her best, whatever, but like it's not like how much can you do? How much?
How many times can she die and come back
Yeah,
alive?
yeah.
I'm done. I'm
Like,
over it. She did great.
yeah.
And I'm not interested in her love, her love life, like later on. It just gets like messy. I think she dated like DeLuca once. Like,
I don't even know.
yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at this one topic. It's the Jason passing a cop, but it's reminding me of the curse. Can you tell me the curse really quick again? I forgot about it. The curse story. Or you don't have to. You don't have to.
I can't tell
Okay,
you the
okay.
curse story.
How did I forget it though? That's my curse.
I told
Can you
you,
give me
I
a
can
hint?
tell you when I told you. I
Yeah.
told you in the line where we're eating, but
Oh.
let's, before we, in the line while we were doing the
Oh.
reservation thing.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It's,
Okay. We don't have to talk about it. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was like an awkward, like embarrassing moment, but it is kind of still. But I got you. It was.
it
A
was. So I had a really big phobia that I think got broken with.
Are we gonna mention what it is?
I had a big phobia of wasps.
Oh, I thought it was moths. Okay. I
Oh,
have a phobia of wasps too.
yeah, no, but like everyone hates them. Everyone actually agrees that
Wasps.
they hates them. Yeah, but you didn't think about them every second of the day.
Could you tell the wasp story again or no?
Would I tell the wasp story again? I think now I could.
I would
Is
like
it-
I would like to hear it again because God, that was horrific. Just
Okay.
the fact that it happened like 3 or 4 times to me is
Insane.
terrible, horrifying. Yeah,
Are you okay if
I-
we get into this?
I'm down to hear the whole story. I'm
This
actually
might
excited.
take like 10 minutes though.
This might take us to the end. Yep, that's okay.
Okay, all right. So I feel like I'm in a really good place to tell the wasp story. But if you would have asked me to tell this story 2 weeks ago, especially sitting in this spot right here, I wouldn't have been able. I know there's just more to the story, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you about it because I actually did have a really big phobia, and then I didn't realize that like normal people could get phobias, like, and that I didn't realize how phobias started either, or much about phobias until this last like situation I had to deal with for like a little bit under like a half a year, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I had a wasp nest in my house, in my ceiling, and it was discovered on an early morning. I woke up, I was getting ready for work, and I was about to go, you know, literally had all of my stuff on but my shoes. And I was staring at Jason, and there was also a window behind where Jason was. And I said, wait a minute, because I'm seeing two floating things. And I was like, wait, that's in my house, you know, and those are wasps. I freaked out, you know, and Jason started killing them, and I said, I gotta go. looking back at the situation, I really wish I dropped my son off at daycare, but I really wish I didn't even have to work at all that day, and I would have been able to take care of it that day. But I was kind of in like a toxic relationship with my work where if I took time off, it was borrowed time off, and then they were super mad and disappointed at me because I wasn't as dedicated.
Oh
Even though that's
God.
an emergency, everyone knows it's an emergency, but I
I
still,
relate to like feeling bad taking work off, even as a teacher. Even though they're like, do it, do it. I just feel bad. But yeah. So
yeah. So
couple
when you have
that with the
people that are
toxic.
saying, don't do it, it's just the bug.
It's even
Like,
worse.
it felt in my way, and I should have just done it, and been fine. Like, don't get harassed by people. If anyone's listening, just don't get harassed. Like, do what's best, like for yourself. So we came back.
I thought that was a wasp in my camera right here.
I have
Oh
checked that.
God. Oh God.
Yeah, I've also checked my own windows a couple of times during just this conversation. But
Dang.
yeah. So long story short, that wasn't. I called my landlord. Well, I guess this is a good part of the story. I called my landlord because we've been dealing with them outside. My landlord tells me, "Well, you need to close your windows." I tell him, "You think if I know there's wasps outside my apartment, my windows are open? No, like I don't know how they're coming in, but they're in." So now my landlord doesn't believe me. So I have to figure out how they're coming in. Go on my lunch break, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take an extra long lunch break, like an hour and 20 minutes versus an hour, but whatever. I dealt with it. And then we noticed they were coming from our ceiling, which was super scary because it was like, oh my gosh, they have access to my home. Like I feel like my home's like being invaded. So we had to deal with it. They came, they sprayed the outside with like an exterminator. They sealed it up with duct tape and said they were treating the outside, which they were. They did treat the outside, but it just didn't go away. And then in that month, I had to deal with like a lot of other stuff. Like our vehicle got totaled. Had to replace.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah.
With the hailstorm. So our vehicle got completely totaled, and our other vehicle we had to replace the windshield. So I was going around with one vehicle
What
with the
in the seven
windshield.
deadly plagues were you going through?
Yeah. So then I also my son's daycare, Ivan's daycare, they gave me less than like a week. They told me, hey, you're gonna have to find new daycare. We're gonna put him in a new daycare thing. This is on the same month with bugs in my house, but bugs were the icing on the cake, as I would like to
Quoted,
say.
recorded, go.
Yeah. So my son's daycare got switched. Both vehicles got broken. There were a couple of other things that happened that I wouldn't like mention, but aren't like too crazy big. Job stress, and then what else had happened? I want to say something else. I don't know. So the wasp thing happened, and then I kept thinking that something. I had to go to the hospital. So through all of this, I ended up having to go to the hospital too. Oh, and I think we might have caught some version of COVID before I had to go to the hospital.
This is 5 or 6 things. Damn. Okay.
Yes, before I ended up having to go to the hospital for like me like a heart issue that wasn't a heart issue. Yes,
Nice.
that was the very last day of August was the heart issue. But then we also did get COVID. What we thought was COVID. But not Ivan. But me and Jason were severely, severely sick to the point where we couldn't even we could barely get out of the bed. And we're taking care of like Ivan too with like no help. So, and then there's wasps in my house. So like on top of everything. And so then for a second, we got them duct tape. They're treating the outside. And for a second, I kind of like forget about them, like not really forget, but it's just like they're not.
Oh God.
At least they're not coming down.
It's okay. We got them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially with all that going on and stuff, and it's just like, whatever. But then, around Halloween, and no wasp in my house. We're all good. We're all fine. We're all dandy.
For like 2 months. So you said Halloween.
Like
Okay.
yeah, because this was end of August.
So your
I'll
birthday. This is your great birthday present, Lord. But
yeah. So my birthday kept getting like pushed back and canceled because of like multiple things. I ended up just not really celebrating my birthday that year. I think we celebrated out like I don't know. So might be a trigger for me to celebrate my birthday next year or this year. Hi. But everyone was fine. No one, especially the most important, had anything happen to them, and we're good. But then Halloween's coming up,
uh-huh.
and I did cancel my podcast. Lucas and I, we had a spooky podcast. Do we love Halloween?
I do remember that.
Yeah, and I did end up canceling that too.
Honestly, looking at all these circumstances you were telling me, I totally understand.
Hi.
Hi, Uncle Lucas.
Yes.
Okay, ready? Now get down and go play. Say, I'm gonna go floss my teeth.
Don't brush my teeth.
So, this is Halloween week. You know, I want to say Halloween was on a Friday, right? Was Halloween on a Friday?
It sounds like a horror movie, though, but go ahead.
Yeah, horror movie. I'm messing with some dates, so don't quote me exactly, but let's just say Halloween week. I come home, and this is an actual Friday, not Halloween. And I had a work event to go on Saturday, so probably the week before Halloween. I come home, walk up the stairs, and you know that Friday feeling where you're done. You did 40 hours, and you're done, and you're here to – the mood's the best right when you get home.
Yeah.
I walk up my doors.
Yeah, you have so much time. Yeah.
Yeah, earlier this week, I did see one bug in the house. We killed it. I talked to the landlord. This whole time I've been in talks with the landlord a couple of times. The thing that was going on was they were selling our apartment complex to another person. They said they've been treating the bugs and they're selling it. So they're really trying to be like, this isn't our problem, you know, because they're in the middle of, they've at this time, I think, signed a contract to sell the house, apartment complex. There was damage to the roof that needed to be fixed, that the hail damage exposed. That's how they got in. So they said they can't fix the roof because they're going through contract with another person. And then all the roofers were busy because of the hail, which is legit, but still not my problem. It needs to be fixed now. So then I've already saw one this week. I come home that Friday and I see another one in my windows, which I always check my windows now.
In your windows?
I see it in my windows before I enter the house, which is what trigger of mine that I always check my windows before I enter my home now.
To this day?
Yeah. So, but I'm getting over it and I'm getting better, but I do still look, but it did get really bad for a minute where it was just like, I'm so exhausted from having to look at my windows to check for wasps. Anyways, the maintenance man came and he had to pull down the duct tape. And at this point, there was more than just duct tape. There was like, well, no, I guess it was still just duct tape. So, and he wanted to put a piece of wood there. But I know, but before this sounds, his name, he has a podcast. Shout out to him, son of a poor man.
Nice. Okay.
We love the maintenance man, but this was stupidity. Sorry, I
hope he talks about this story. You know.
I really hope so too. So nice man coming in our house. I'm just the max, and I was just. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm watching this show, you know, because I'm like, this isn't going to be good. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm not using my brain." But he says, "We have to handle this. You're having issues. I'm going to spray up there." And I'm like, I just don't really think this is a good idea, you know. So, of course, as soon as again, my son never got stung. We're fine. I never got stung. Jason never got stung. Because if I heard someone else telling this story, I would judge them.
Okay, why? Because you're like, did you actually get hurt or what?
No, I'm like, what is all this happening? This isn't a good living condition. Like, what do you live? You live with a nest of a wasp nest, you know?
Oh, like you would judge them like, why are you putting up with the what? Like,
Yeah. Because that's
okay.
how I kind of felt like everyone too was like, what do you do? But it was just like, I've never,
Oh, okay. I'm trying to picture if I had like wasps in like my suit, like I would literally like, we gotta get this out right now or else.
yeah. And like, Ivan, no, no, no. Whoop. Oh God. Okay. I almost dropped the computer. Are you still there?
Yeah, mumbling.
You locked it.
Oh.
Okay. Did you trip the computer?
Uh-huh.
Like, you
Uh-huh.
tripped over the cord and the whole thing was like,
Oh, shit.
okay, you're silly. This is a deep story to get into on the very first podcast, but we're
I'm
almost,
putting in the title Wasps, Consent, and one other thing.
yeah. So, but I'm going through all the steps. I keep contacting my landlord, and it's like they keep having these reasons why they can't do this. They've had exterminators come over to our house several times at this point, and it's like this is real, this is happening, but it's just not solving these killer hybrid wasps. Wyoming is having the warmest year that I've ever seen. I know, it scared me to
Killer
death.
hybrid wasps. Wow.
Yes. So it's like these ones are not dying with their poison. And I'm like, you guys, like, whatever. So last straw was he pulls it down. They're running, they're angry and swarming through my house. Like, and Tom is his name, and he's getting stung. He got stung 5 times. He's starting to curse, Ivan's not in the house. And I'm just locked, and there's just the angry wasp storming throughout my house because the maintenance man took him down. And then finally I told him, I was like, you better put that piece of duct tape up. And then that weekend we moved out into a hotel, and we told them that we had to write an angry letter to them, pretty much saying, you have X amount of days to fix this problem and give me a house with livable conditions, or find me a new place to accommodate this, that we're not dealing with it. And I want to say it was like they had 7 days or something. And we're living in a hotel at this point.
Obviously, you gotta pay. You were paying for that. Like they're not like, hey, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm also having to go to a work event on Saturday, do Halloween activities with Ivan because I have a son, and then
There's
go to work on
literally
Monday.
no room for rest. Like that
Yeah.
sounds terrible. Okay.
And then everyone's just like having this crazy, like, how could you do this? But no one has like ideas of how to fix it, And it's just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. So then after that weekend, on the following weekday, which was like a Monday, they figured some stuff out. We looked at a place, and they said, all right, you could have this place, which is the house that we're currently in. You move all of your stuff out, you have a week, because our lease ended on the 31st, which was Friday, which was also Halloween, and I have a son. So now I have to move out of the wasp place, which was also traumatizing. Moving, again, no one's here to watch Ivan, just us, me and Jason. We did put him in daycare while we were like moving and stuff. But yeah, moving, when I'm looking around my shoulder and trying to clean the place for them, when a wasp could attack me at any second. So, and then, if someone told you need to move right now, I didn't have my bathtub cleaned. I didn't have, I had dirty laundry. My stuff was still in the machines. So it was really hard to move like that. And
This
then,
whole time, like I'm just trying to like I just now realized like what if I just sitting here, but wasp any second could be like there. Yeah, like what? Like that's not. Yeah, I can't live like that, bro.
yeah, so I felt like that was just my home being invaded was a really personal thing for me. And then I kind of like started having like a phobia of these wasps because something else happened after this story that I don't feel comfortable about like sharing, but it made me like highly scared, and like,
It involves wasp, obviously.
yes. Yes, something else happened with a bug, with a wasp. The saga didn't just end right when we moved, but I can't tell the rest of that story. But that messed with my head, and um I felt kind of crazy, because I was looking out everywhere and being obsessed with these things that were sometimes there but weren't, and what
Yeah.
broke the phobia of me actually being able to talk about it, because I wouldn't, like I said, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have said that word in my house so many times. And I know I can't finish out the story, so maybe next time I'll be able to finish out the story in some months. But yeah, so I feel like there's been like a lot of growth, and I've come past the story. And where do I want to leave with that?
Oh,
So,
how you got over it, or was it
oh
specific?
yeah, how I got over it. So
Oh,
before I knew it,
but
I bought a journal at Barnes and Noble.
oh yeah, you're very specific about it looking right. Yeah, I never got
I
to see
did.
it, but that's probably
And
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I've been picking out a journal for months. And then Jason
It's
said the
black.
total, yeah, black. And Jason said the total of it. And I wanted to, it was on clearance. I wanted to just go check it out. And I look at his receipt, and you might have seen my face. I look at the receipt, and on the receipt was Black Wasp Journal. I don't know if you saw my face when that
I
happened.
did
I just,
not. I did not. Oh, was
yeah.
that kind of like that got you over the hump? You're like, that's kind of cool, or no?
Well, I thought for a second, I was like, I don't want this. I don't, like after I spent months, come here, baby. I said, I don't want this. And then something happened to me on the trip where I lost something I feel like was very important to me. If you're catching what I'm throwing down.
Something on the trip you lost something that's important to you. Wait, why am I getting blurry? Wait. Oh, oh, right, right. The
I
major.
lost yeah, a major stressor happened on the trip that I wasn't
Like you
expecting.
lost trust? Is that what we're talking about?
I was gonna say a lost
Oh,
relationships.
yeah. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
wait. So that kind of helped you get over the wasp thing?
Yeah. And then I came home, and then I said, literally after the vacation, I was just like, well, if I lost someone that I care about so deeply and it feels like they died,
Mm.
I don't have to look out for bugs anymore. Like, it'll be okay.
I actually didn't see that coming. That trauma overcoming.
I didn't either, because they weren't really related either, you know.
I but when you first told me the wasp story, I remember like I feel like when you're telling it now, like there's still like two or three more like wasp encounters that you had that maybe you're not mentioning, and I'm just like, oh my god, like total of like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 times where it's like you had a wasp and it's like, dude, wow, what? Like wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, like I'm definitely glossing over like a lot of the story and like some of the details and like some of the pain and like some of the long conversations I had to have with people and like what they came in and did. But yeah, there were a lot more that, and I didn't realize how traumatizing it would be for me afterwards, but it was.
Can't, man. These bugs stuff. And I already told you and Jason how I felt killing that one little cockroach. Just feeling bad, not even touching him. But if it was no, if it's a wasp in my house, like you're going down, buddy. Like you're.
That's one of the biggest reasons. Cockroaches are one of the biggest reasons why I can't move outside of Wyoming.
Yeah, even in grandma's house, like the fact that like you can see one there, it's like what? Yeah, maybe out
Yeah,
there.
and I just can't. I don't know. It bothers me, and I thought when I was in the wasp. Okay, hold on. When I was in the wasp situation, I thought, would I give this to my worst enemy? And I said legitimately, I was like, I couldn't. And it happened at the end of a really bad month where it felt like a sick joke that I was like, I conquered all of this and I could be strong, and then life finally threw something that I couldn't beat.
Oh, that was you're saying all this followed a strong month?
It was the hardest struggle. It
Oh, all
was
this.
the icing on the cupcake.
Okay.
Well, if you mess around and you hit your chin, then it will hurt.
Wait, so what are the three things we covered? Consent. Wasps. I need one more for the title.
No,
I'll figure it out.
Um,
Oh, no.
are you tired? Are you tired?
No. No.
All right, what if we go read a story? It is looking like that time. What do you think, man? You think you can take a nap?
Okay, before I let you go, I really think this podcast is going to be great. And I'm kind of excited to see where we go.
Schedule.
Yep, I'm down.
And then if we miss a date, I won't. It's okay. But no pressure, just like the bosses. Hey, it's okay. We'll see. Literally no pressure, but every week.
I believe in myself. Like I said, my goal is to make sure we do it once a month, but I kind of want to aim for every other week, just like trying. You know, but as long as we do once a month, I'm satisfied. But if we could do every other week, like,
okay.
I don't know, I've become
Oh yeah, that
more.
was our. Okay, now I'm remembering. You're right. We did do every other week was the first, or whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right, Lucas.
Okay.
Is that the note you want to end it on?
Love you.
Okay.
Love you guys. Love you,
Love
Ivan.
you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Watch this. I'm gonna disappear.
Ready?
Oh, wait. I gotta end the recording.